What if I told you that being over 60 doesn't mean your love story is ending, but that it's actually just beginning? What if the universe has been preparing you through every experience, every lesson, every moment of growth for the most beautiful love of your life, and it's closer than you think? Hi, it's Vernon again. And after decades of witnessing love stories unfold at every stage of life, I've discovered something remarkable. Some of the most profound, transformative, and blessed marriages I've witnessed have begun after 60. Not as consolation prizes or companionships of convenience, but as deep, soul-level unions that surpass anything these individuals experienced in their younger years. But there are 4 specific things that can block this blessing from reaching you. 4 invisible barriers that keep your destined love at arm's length, no matter how ready your heart might feel. The beautiful news is that once you understand what these blocks are, releasing them becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next part of this journey. Comment below with "I'm ready" if you feel it's time to let love in again. You might be closer to your most beautiful chapter than you realize. Stay with me through all 4 blocks, because understanding and releasing them doesn't just clear the path for love, it prepares you to receive and nurture the extraordinary relationship you deserve.
Number 1. Release your grip on past relationship patterns. There's profound wisdom in the Japanese art of kintsugi, the practice of repairing broken pottery with gold, making the repaired piece more beautiful than the original. When it comes to love after 60, we must apply this same principle to our relationship patterns, honoring what was while creating something new. I think of my friend Margaret, who, at 63, found herself dating again after a 35-year marriage. Margaret kept unconsciously recreating the dynamics of her previous relationship, the same communication patterns, the same expectations, even the same conflicts. She was trying to build new love with old blueprints. Margaret would find herself preparing dinner at exactly 6 p.m. because that's what she'd done for decades, even though her new partner preferred eating later. She would defer to his decisions in the same way she had learned to do in her marriage, even though this new man actually valued her opinions and wanted true partnership. One evening, her new partner, David, gently asked, "Margaret, are you being yourself with me, or are you being who you think I want you to be?" That question stopped her cold. She realized she was relating to David through the lens of her past relationship, not seeing him clearly or showing up authentically. Past relationship patterns are like old maps for territories we'll never visit again. They might have served us once, but they can't guide us to new destinations. When we insist on using old patterns in new relationships, we block the possibility of experiencing something entirely different and potentially wonderful. Margaret began what she called conscious relating, actively questioning whether her responses were based on present reality or past conditioning. She practiced showing up as who she was now, not who she had learned to be in her previous marriage. The result was remarkable. Their relationship deepened in ways Margaret had never experienced. This means questioning your automatic responses. Are you communicating based on past assumptions or present reality? Are you protecting yourself from hurts that this new person hasn't inflicted? Are you limiting your authentic expression based on old rules that no longer apply? Margaret discovered that releasing old patterns wasn't just about improving her relationship with David. It was about reclaiming parts of herself she had set aside long ago. The process was simultaneously about love and about personal liberation. Examine your own relationship patterns. What behaviors, expectations, or protective mechanisms from past relationships might be influencing how you show up in new connections? Conscious awareness is the first step towards conscious change. Leave your opinion in the comments. This release of old patterns naturally leads us to something even deeper: the need to examine and update our beliefs about our own worthiness of love. Because sometimes the biggest block to receiving love isn't what we do, but what we believe about what we deserve.
Number 2. Let go of outdated ideas about your worth. The Roman philosopher Seneca wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." When it comes to love after 60, one of the most crucial endings is the death of outdated ideas about our worth, our desirability, and what we have to offer a partner. One of the biggest invisible barriers that can block your love after 60 isn't your age, your past relationships, or even your appearance. It's the story you tell yourself about your own value. Many older women carry unspoken beliefs that love in later life is somehow lesser, complicated, or not meant for me anymore. These beliefs often come from years of societal messaging, past heartbreak, or even subtle comments from family and friends. But here's the truth: your worth isn't tied to someone choosing you, your past choices, or the number of years you've been single. It isn't measured in comparisons, youth, or perfection. When you cling to outdated ideas about your worth, you unconsciously signal hesitation, doubt, and self-judgment. And the universe, or the love that is meant for you, feels that resistance. On the other hand, when you release those limiting beliefs, something remarkable happens. You begin to embody a quiet confidence and radiant energy that draws the right person to you naturally. Studies from the MacArthur Foundation on successful aging show that people who maintain positive self-perceptions as they age report higher life satisfaction and form stronger relationships. Our beliefs about our worth directly influence the quality of love we attract and accept. This means regularly challenging thoughts that diminish your worth. When you catch yourself focusing on what you've lost with age, consciously redirect to what you've gained. When you compare yourself to younger versions or other people, remember that your unique combination of experience, wisdom, and authenticity is irreplaceable. Take inventory of your own beliefs about your worth. Are you operating from outdated ideas about what makes someone valuable in relationship? Remember, the right person for you will be attracted to exactly who you are now, not who you used to be. Sometimes, the greatest barrier to new love is the fear that it might end the same way old love did and creates the foundation for the next something crucial. Number 3. Release the fear of being hurt again. Before we explore this crucial block, let me connect our journey so far. We've released old relationship patterns and updated our ideas about worth. These create the foundation for addressing perhaps the most understandable yet limiting block of all: the fear that opening our hearts again will lead to the same pain we've experienced before. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke wrote, Perhaps all the dragons in our lives are princesses who are only waiting to see us act, just once, with beauty and courage. The fear of being hurt again is often the dragon guarding the door to our greatest love story. After decades of life and love, it's natural to carry scars. Whether it was a divorce, the loss of a spouse, or a relationship that didn't work out, older women often carry a deep, protective fear. If I open my heart again, I might get hurt. But the truth is, this fear, while understandable, can quietly sabotage your chance at the love you deserve. When you cling to the past pain, you're not just holding on to memories, you're building invisible walls around your heart. And the right partner, the love that's waiting for you after 60, can't reach you if those walls are in the way. Releasing this fear doesn't mean forgetting the past or pretending that hurt didn't happen. It means acknowledging what you've endured, honoring your resilience, and deciding on purpose to allow new love in. It's about stepping into a space where you can meet someone with an open heart without letting yesterday's wounds define today's possibilities. Notice how these blocks connect. Releasing old patterns allows authentic relating. Updating worth beliefs allows receiving love. Releasing fear of hurt allows full engagement. Together, they clear the path for love to enter freely. This means feeling the fear, but not letting it control your choices. When anxiety about potential loss arises, acknowledge it as evidence of your capacity for deep love, not as a warning to withdraw. Practice staying present rather than projecting future scenarios. Examine your own relationship with risk in love. Are you protecting yourself from potential hurt in ways that also protect you from potential joy? Sometimes the greatest risk is not risking at all. Give this video a like to remind yourself and others that courage in love can open the door to the happiness you deserve. The courage to remain open despite past hurts naturally leads us to the final block, one that might surprise you. It's about releasing our need to control when and how love arrives and learning to trust in divine timing. Number 4. Let go of timeline expectations and trust divine timing. The need to control the timeline, to dictate when and how love should appear, and the inability to trust in what I call divine timing. Ecclesiastes reminds us that to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. When it comes to love after 60, this wisdom becomes especially profound. Sometimes our greatest blessing is delayed not as punishment, but as preparation. We've released old patterns, updated worth beliefs, and opened despite fear. Now we must address the final barrier, our human desire to control the timing of love's arrival instead of trusting in the perfect orchestration of the universe. The most transformative relationships often appear when you've stopped chasing them, when your life has reached a point of stability, wisdom, and self-awareness. Letting go of rigid expectations opens space for the unexpected, the person, the connection, and the joy that you may have never imagined. Trusting divine timing doesn't mean doing nothing. It means staying open, being present, and nurturing your own life while allowing love to arrive in its perfect moment. When you release control over the when, you step fully into the now,
And the universe can move freely to align the right person with your path. Your past experiences, lessons learned, and the growth you've cultivated all prepare you for this love. It's not late. It's exactly when it's meant to be. Studies on successful late-in-life relationships show that couples who meet organically through shared interests and activities report higher satisfaction than those who meet through deliberate partner seeking. When we're focused on living fully, love often finds us naturally. Divine timing suggests that love arrives not when we demand it, but when we're truly ready to receive and nurture it. When sometimes the universe delays our blessing because we need to grow, heal, or shift into alignment with what we're asking for. The paradox of divine timing is that when we stop chasing love and start embodying the qualities that attract it, joy, peace, fulfillment, authenticity, we become magnetic to the right kind of partner at exactly the right moment. This means releasing attachment to specific timelines while remaining open to love's possibilities. It means focusing on becoming the person you want to attract rather than hunting for someone to complete you. As we complete this exploration of the 4 blocks that can prevent your destined love from reaching you, I want you to understand something profound. Releasing these blocks isn't just about finding love. It's about becoming the person who can receive, nurture, and sustain the extraordinary relationship you're meant to have. When you release old relationship patterns, you create space for new dynamics. When you update your ideas about worth, you become magnetic to quality partners. When you release fear of being hurt, you can love fully. When you trust divine timing, you align with the universe's perfect orchestration. Being over 60 doesn't make you less deserving of profound love. It makes you more prepared for it. Every experience, every lesson, every moment of growth has been preparing you for a love that honors the magnificent person you've become. If you're feeling called toward love again, trust that feeling. The universe doesn't plant desires in our hearts without also providing the means to fulfill them. Your second chance at love isn't just possible, it's probable, waiting just beyond these 4 blocks. Begin releasing what no longer serves you. Let go of old patterns, outdated beliefs about worth, fears based on past hurts, and the need to control love's timeline. Make space for the blessing that's already on its way. Like and share this video with others who might be blocking their own blessings. Subscribe for more wisdom about love, growth, and the beautiful possibilities that await us at every stage of life. Tell me in the comments, which block do you most need to release? Until next time, remember, your greatest love story may still be unwritten. Clear the path and trust in the blessing that's coming. This is Vernon, celebrating the infinite possibilities for love at every beautiful stage of life.